Alright, welcome back. I'm GamerMage0. We're gonna continue building our base today. I pretty much picked up exactly where I was heading, so reminiscing about the monster we saw in the last video, so I wanted to go look at that real quick here and see what we can find. I have no idea what this is gonna do to us, so I might lose my body today. We'll find out. He dived down. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, maybe he's not going to attack me. Interesting. Or she. I have no idea what the gender is. Or who needs a gender. But I was honestly expecting it to fight me or something. Maybe it's like the manta ray on the grassland area. Maybe every map has its own creature. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of a closer look at this thing. No idea. I can't see into the water all that well. There it goes. It moved. I don't know where it's going. Oh, man. Okay. I doubt I'm going to get a close-up of this. I'm not sure how to go about doing that. We'll just see if we can swim straight towards it, though I think it's a much faster swimmer than me, which would make sense. It's moved away from me. It moved a lot farther away than I thought it did. Okay, we'll just move across this side of the lake again as it comes around. Looks like it just goes in circles. And right now, if you see it kind of jerking, that's just because it's so far away that it doesn't load the way, it doesn't load smoothly. Oh, it just dived. I don't know, I honestly think this creature teleports. That's not fair. Alright, whatever. Let's stop playing with it. Let's go ahead and go back to the base and start building today. I want to make sure that we're doing what we can to get everything up and running. We wanted to see if we can hit that current milestone. So if you look on the top right of the screen, you have 200 bars. We have 10 of the reinforced iron plates, 250 of the copper wire, 50 of the cable. And that's going to allow us to open up the chainsaw and the 5 extra inventory slots. Let's go back and take a look at that. Alright, so yep, chainsaw and extra inventory slots. Alright, so I'm going to, went through all that trouble to build a storage unit for these iron rods. It might be useful if I go and actually use the storage. Oh, we have so much more. That is so awesome. Okay. Yep, give it room to go and it's gonna fill it. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how much we're gonna need. We'll use it eventually, but I don't want to overdo my storage either. Okay, so we're going to get some reinforced iron plates is I think where I need to start. Should have some screws. It's not a lot though. Ooh, I have 8 reinforced iron plates. Oh, and I have iron rods already. Why did I not use those in the last game? Wow, if any of you were paying attention to that, I'm sure you were trying to tell me. Anyways. Alright, 60 screws there. Okay, cool. We'll definitely be able to get those 10 out of the way right now. So, 1, 2, that's all we need. So we'll put in all the reinforced iron plates. Copper, we need, let's just grab another roll of 500. That's going to give us everything we need. I'll just dump some of the copper first. And we need 50 cable. I'll probably create more than that so that way I don't run out. is you use the cable directly for the power lines. About 70 should do. And I have 200 rods on me. 1, 2, and we have the cable. Here we go, ready to go. And launch. Yep, I got lucky somehow.
Milestone reached. Additional to an inventory expansion, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood.
And that's exactly what we want to do. Remove the foliage that consists of wood. Alright, so we want to get the storage containers. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I think I am going to use the foundations. Alright. It's just going to be so wonky with it being on the side of a hill. I don't think we need too much space. I'm not sure if I want to build. Alright. Now this one wasn't really going to be seen, but if I'm running this way, I would get caught on that, so I'm building one there. I probably have some gaps underneath here. Yeah, it looks funky. Let's at least do that one. I'll leave... there's more gaps. Alright, there. I'll leave that alone. There's one missing from there, but you can't tell if two unless you really look hard. Okay, so that will get the flat area that we need. Organization, there we go. We want the orange side near us. Alright, we'll want 2 of these. A constructor, 2 of them actually. Production, there we go. I need 3 reinforced iron plates, and I have more than enough cable for this. Okay. I think I just need the screws, and I'm going to end up having to make 6 because I want 2 of them. And it's not that hard. Alright. Constructor, there we go. And let's see if we can line this one up. There's the 2 constructors. Oh, I need a 3rd one for the biofuel. That's right. Get the conveyor belt going, not the power conveyor belt. There we go. Okay. And then we need 3 more reinforced iron plates, so we'll have to create some more screws. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I really need a ramp here. It's too close to things. Oh, this is going to be awkward, isn't it? It just has to be awkward. 8. Sorry, I'm pressing the number 8 here, which is giving me the... in my hotbar there. There we go. Okay. It was encroaching the clearance of that because this was too high, but because this slants down, it goes into there. Now I just heard a booming sound, which means this is returned. I love watching this thing, it's so fun. It doesn't move like it's on a track. I mean, you see the same pattern every single time when it goes in the sky, but other than that, the movement's pretty good. Alright. And I fell off because I didn't build a platform. Nice. Let's build a platform. Oh, that's gonna bother me. Let's do it, make it look intentional. There we go. That won't bother me as much, because then I'll know I did that intentionally. Okay, so... oh man, so we need to get the constructor going. It can be something like this. I want to get down. Okay, I'll leave that one alone. There. We'll get a merger. There, now it's lined up on both sides. Oh no, 2, 3. There we go. Put that in there, and there. It's encroaching on other things' clearance. Oh, I bet it's this right here. I can move that. Let's move that over here. There. Okay. And then what I want to do here is build that storage container here. This is not the prettiest thing I've done, which is probably going to bother me just a little bit, but whatever. Let's do this. 3, which is the conveyor belt, hotbar number, and... oh, okay, it's too close. Worked fine here because it was outside the clearance on that side. Of course it's gonna not match up. Alright, that'll work. Now we just need power. We have 3 things that we need to have powered here. This one will be completely used up. But this one will not be, and then we can connect. Let's do this here. There we go. Okay. And even though I said it before, I still could not plan enough to have enough of those things here. Alright, we've got power to all of these. Now we have to choose what we want them to be. I'm thinking wood. Let's do leaves first, and then wood after that. Because every time I come to this thing, I'm going to need to think about which one's there, and it's going to help me to remember that the first thing that I could collect goes in this bin, and the second thing that I could collect goes in this bin. So, a methodology, hopefully that works. Let's take a look at what it takes to build the chainsaw. That's going to be the next thing we really want to get going here. It requires 10 reinforced iron plates, 160 screws, so let's go ahead and add that to our to-do list so we know what we're doing. So we'll focus on the reinforced iron plates first. since we'll need screws. And we may need more iron rods than we have on us to produce the screws that we need. So 10. Oops. Oh no, that should be fine. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And then screws. We just need enough for 160. Now we're going to need some cable too. Oh, I can make more in here. And 15. Alright. We should be able to get our chainsaw now. Yeah. Okay, the other thing is that this uses biofuel. So we're going to have to use this. And we're just going to convert it all. That way I have as much on me as possible, and then I can just start dumping everything that's extra into those storage units. I think every time you use the chainsaw, you use half a biofuel. Alright, there we go. Alright, now it's time to get rid of some stuff in my inventory. We want to stock up on... let's go to the other one. We want to stock up on as much foliage as possible, essentially. Leaves do not help, or the petals. Where did it go? There we go, flower petals. Those do not help us out. Okay, screws. Alright. Time to equip the chainsaw. Here we go. It's missing the blade. Nope, there it is. That's so interesting how they tuck it in there. Okay, so let's go cut down some trees. These are pretty tall. I'm not sure if this game gives us more wood depending on the kind of tree. And if you noticed, it cut down that tree over there too. That's pretty cool. We got 12 wood. So anytime I cut, I'm probably going to go for a center one. See if I can get the sides. Yep, that worked. Let's see. We'll go for this one right here. Did not quite get everything. There we go. Yeah, we got everything on that shot. Okay. There's a bunch more up here. And the wood, even if we don't get too much wood from each cut, it actually produces a lot of the biomass. And it goes really quickly, so either way, that's going to be pretty helpful. Now this actually collects the plants and stuff around it, if you guys didn't notice this, so I'm just hitting a plant right here, get the trees and all the plants around it. I'll just collect this stuff by hand. Barrel nuts, alright. We've got some more over here, then we'll come back. And this is really upping how quickly we can gather the biomass. Or biofuel, I should say. Here we go. I probably should have cut the plant in the back here. That would have been a little bit more helpful. Alright. We'll go ahead and just get a few more here and then just start heading back. I'll probably just go for the grouping over there of trees. Now, I've been worried in the past that this thing would get the barrel nuts. I think I could cut the barrel nut if I wanted to, but I think if I just get the tree, it doesn't grab the barrel nut tree. Yeah, okay. Or maybe it was just too far away. But I don't want to cut that down. I don't know if those things regenerate, but if there's any hope of them regenerating barrel nuts, I don't want to touch them, so... Could find out later on that my worries don't make a difference. Once you've collected barrel nuts, that's it. And if that's the case, I'll start chopping them down. No, I didn't need to do that. I'm just wasting fuel now. Oh boy. That's something satisfying about doing this, actually, just kind of using a chainsaw to cut it down. It's kind of funny. Alright, this place was so filled up with plants before that you couldn't see anything. And now it's just one big clearing. Alright, look at the... I don't know, I might leave that tree right there next to my base. I do like trees, so cutting them down is not exactly good for the eyes or, you know, for the scenery. Alright, so the leaves are going to go into here, and the wood is going to go into here. This looks like Minecraft blocks of leaves, but then these actually look like wood piles. Now, there we go. Now it's set to biomass. And I did not put a conveyor belt, and I don't have a conveyor. I don't have plates on me for the conveyor belt. Great. That was good. I had my inventory ready to go, but it might be a good thing for me to make sure that I'm ready for building things before I need to build things. Alright, that should be good. And I have a little bit of biomass on me that I'll just dump straight into this machine over here. There we go. And it just looks like it's been turned into mulch, essentially. There we go, biofuel. Looks like it produces 2 at a time because it converts 4 biomass into 2 biofuel. Looks like we're not even near the peak here yet of electricity. And so this is going to start filling up. I'm not sure how much biofuel we're going to get. We only have... Yeah, we're really running out. Okay. Let's split this in half and put it here because I don't think I put everything I had into... That only has 5 left. That has 25 left. There we go. Put the 14 into here. And the 10 into there. Okay, so that'll keep us going for a minute. Got 22. Split that into half. Go spread that between the 2 before we run out of power. So that's at 24. That's at 24. And about 70 for each of those. Alright, let's select our next stage. Notice there's the object. You can get the mushroom or the bacon agaric here. We got conveyor walls, personal storage, so there's another 5. What's going to be a good one now? We have assemblers, rotors, jump heads, walkways. We're going to need this to really get us into the next direction. So let's go ahead and create this. We have some of what we need on us. So 300. We need another 100 rod. 100 cable, 500. Well, it keeps the to-do list on me. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Alright. There we go. We'll grab some more than what we need. And this thing's going to be full of cable. Well, I actually keep grabbing it pretty fast here, so we'll see. Grab another stack. I gotta craft some cable. I just called it cable, it's wire, and then I've got to craft some cable out of it. Alright. We need 100 cable. I'll probably craft past that because we'll need some wire or some of the cable for power lines. There we go. And I think these things stack up to 100 cable, and then they'll start a new stack. Yep, there we go. We'll just do about 20. That'll be fine. Alright, 500 wire, 100 cable, add some more rods, and we're ready to go.
Milestone
There we go
reached.
again.
More complex assembly of parts can now be automated.
Alright. Foundations, walls. Oh, it's in production. I don't know what I'm looking there for. Now we have the assembler. So really the only difference between the constructor and the assembler is that the assembler can take 2 items in, craft 2 parts into another part essentially, and the constructor only takes 1 part in. This requires a lot more power though. So this is where we start running into a problem. Let's see. Do we have... Just gonna do a quick scan. That's not really what I wanted, but we don't really have access to coal, I don't believe, until we have tiers 3 and 4. Alright, so more storage would be nice. These jump pads are nice when you have bigger buildings, so are the walkways, but I don't feel like I need those just yet. So the storage might be a really good one. The conveyor walls and things are all fun, and they'll be good eventually, but again, not really necessary yet. So I'm going to choose this, and it won't let us select anything until it's done. Oops. Let's check on the MAM here.
The crystals on this slug can be harvested and converted into a power shard that functions with current fix-it technology. Several buildings would be capable of performing over 100% capacity if infused. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 1.
That is a really nice ability, and I usually use that for my miners, because I feel like I can always build more of these, the smelters and other buildings, and so I don't really need that, but for the miners, I have to go so much farther out to find other ore patches, and so that's where I really like to use those to really overclock them. And if you look on here, oh, it's locked right now. Well, let's see, where did I think I need to go to the BIS storage unit here, and we're going to be wrapping up real soon here. But it's really useful is what I'm getting at. It can, so one of those helps it go up to 150%, 2 of them 200%, and the third one makes it go up to 250%. So I think I actually have to, oh, there we go. That's what I have to do to actually start that, is I can't start doing that until I've actually researched this. And I'm going to have a few on me, but it's not going to really help me until I have conveyor belts that can deal out more than 60 per second. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, the 60 per second, if you look on the info, it says transports up to 60 resources per minute used to move resources between buildings. So that thing is already giving me 120, but I'm only getting 60. So half of that because of how slow this conveyor belt is. So overclocking isn't really going to help me at the moment. So we'll go ahead and put those back in here then for the moment. So that's going to go ahead and wrap up my episode here. We finished getting the bars automated here by creating a storage unit. Built the space elevator here. Able to take a look at the creature in the water. I don't know. I'm gonna try and think of a name for it probably. Very tempted to call it the Loch Ness, though it's obviously not even close to the Loch Ness or the size of. Let's see. Oh, yeah, of course, the thing we spent most of the episode on, building the biomass. Basically whatever, you guys get it. Going from the storage units with the leaves and wood to the biomass, and then biofuel. So that's going to be really helpful. We'll go ahead and put that into the storage unit real quick as we end this video. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to hear notifications, then make sure to click the little bell. So thank you guys for tuning in again, and you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again. I'll release another video tomorrow.